This guy just touched me. I'm literally gonna be fighting, flinging things. I was even like, I'm gonna take my backpack. I'm gonna be like, hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If today's your first time stopping by, welcome, and if you're returning, welcome back. I really do appreciate. So today's story time would be about a recent disturbing experience that I had. I don't even know why I'm sharing it right now, because I typically wait for at least 2 years for me to share an experience that had happened to me. But I don't know, I just decided to share it with you guys, and I hope you guys do like it. So before I start, please do not forget to subscribe, like, and share. And yeah, let's just get into the video. So recently I have been looking for a place to move into, and so I went for this house viewing and all that. On my way back, I had missed the bus because I wasn't sure where to wait for the bus to go back home, and I really wanted to get back and I did some videos for you lovely people. And so I was like, okay, I had, I think, saved $3 off my, so I was like, okay, let me just use it to get back home. And I requested for it, and it was like about 2 minutes away and everything. So basically I was at a hill, like on top of a hill, the car parked below the hill, and there was traffic right behind us, and I wanted to not just like cause traffic, so I ran down and everything. It was a really windy and cold day, so I ran out to get into the car. I had my headphones on, so immediately I got into the car, I had not even settled into the car and everything. I hear the guy talking to me, or calling my names in really weird ways. So I'm just like, just don't bother about the name, because for me, I don't really care. Don't just bother about my name. Like, if you can't get it right and I tell you to write it a couple of times, you don't get it, just let it be. Like, I'm not gonna be, I'm not gonna press P basically. So yeah, the car had not even moved. Like, legit, he's still trying to get my name, but he has started my trip and I'm still sitting there. So I'm looking at him like, sir, are you not going to move the ride? Because I don't really get the entire, oh, tell me, how's your name really explained when my ride is counting. Or I know it's a fixed price, but still, let's just keep it moving, you know? I don't know you. So the next thing he's like, are you African? I'm like, yeah. They're like, oh, are you Nigerian? Mind you, when I took off the headphones, I could hear the music he was listening to. It was like those really old Yoruba music where you hear the talking drum, and like somebody will say something and somebody will reply you back. Like an example would be like, oh, let's say, you know me, Tony one. Then you hear someone, ton, Tony one, that kind of stuff. So I'm just like, okay. So we kept going. He still asked me a lot of questions. Most of the questions are not even like, you just met me. I'm not like, I don't understand where all these questions came from, because he asked me stuff like, oh, are you here with your family, or are you alone? Do you live all by yourself, or do you live with your family? Oh, how long have you been here? Would you be going back soon? All this while it's just one word. So the answers were never right, because if you ask me questions like this and I don't know you, I don't see a reason why I should tell you the truth. So how long have you been living? 10 years. I've been in Canada for 10 years. Believe it or not, okay? So at this point, he started asking some more questions, and I just kept quiet because I don't understand. It was looking like the questions were getting personal, and I'm not obligated to answer you at that point. If, like, basically just do your job, I do my job, that's all. I don't really like to stay at the back seat. I don't mind staying in front. I don't really communicate as much. I prefer, hey, how about you day? Good, and we keep it moving and everything. So that's how this man went on. Mind you, he had a tribal mark on his face. His eyes were really red. So at first I was like, let me not be under the impression that he's influenced by something, because I could not smell anything. I have a really good nose, let me tell you guys. People actually call me dog nose, because I can sniff what you were eating, or what you were cooking, or what you were taking, or if you had an environment that something was happening, I can kind of sniff it off somebody. Okay, it's a weird talent of mine, but let's keep it moving. So I was just like, okay, let me not assume he's under the influence, but his eyes were really red. So then the next thing, we're on the highway. He brings out his phone he was using for GPS, and literally scrolled down profile and was staring at my picture. I only had one picture, obviously, and he was smiling at the picture. So I'm just like, first of all, we're on a freaking highway, you're running 120, and you're staring at my picture and smiling at it. Like, what's the joke? What's the joke? At this point, I'm really looking at him like, am I sure he's not under the influence of something? Because the fact I could not smell it, I'm wondering what he took. So we're still there. The next thing, he changes the music from the initial highlights we're listening to something else. And it's basically like a mashup song of both Davido's music and Mr. Easy's song. But it's more of like somebody singing to the beat. So not exactly them. So it was this song I could recall. Everybody bomb bomb. UG official bomb bomb. I know bomb bomb was in this song. So this is how I see this guy pressing down his genital. We are on the highway. He's pressing down the genital and he's like making some really awkward movement in the front seat, like as though he was giving it to me, let's say. And as how like so he's sitting and he was literally like doing like this. So me, I'm like, okay, I don't really understand what's going on. Mind you, earlier on when I stopped talking, he just started talking. He was like, oh, you know, I used to be in the USA, then I came over here, you know. And it's those kind of things where if you don't have the Canadian accent, just keep it aside. Don't be in between. Don't be like, you know, I used to live in the USA, and then you add your accent inside it. Everything now looks kind of funny. Then he's like, you know, he's going back to Nigeria, that I should just know his family is not here, his family is back home. All this time I'm like, okay, brother, I did not ask for this information. Why are you telling me your family is not here? Like, there's a difference if I was playing with this conversation, but I literally just stopped replying. He's like, you know, times can be hard, you know, when your family is not here, but he's going to bring them over. But, you know, as a single man, things could be difficult. Me, at this point, that was before he started touching his genitals. So I was just thinking maybe financially, maybe looking for a job, or maybe renting a space. I don't really know how it could be difficult for him. I've not been in that situation, so I would not say that I understand, if you get what I mean. So that's how we got on a traffic light. He's like really going hard with his dancing step and still touching his genital. At this point, I'm really confused, like, yo, and my adrenaline are really like high right now. I'm such in a mood that I was literally like, if he was going to touch me, I was going to fight inside that car. If I went on the highway, so many things were just going through my mind. Like, if worst comes to worst and I need to drive myself, how am I going to maneuver this car? Because we're on the highway and we're at the very right. And I'm just like, what kind of situation is this? Like, you know, when you had not planned for it. And I also went to do some shopping at Walmart, so I had stuff and I was literally like, oh, should I open the car and fly out? Like, so many other things. But at the same time, I was like, none of those options are the best, because he had not necessarily attacked me yet, so let me not be over dramatic about the situation. So yeah, he finally took me to my place. Instead of this guy to just drop me off and continue his journey, this nigga literally parked his car. I'm seeing him going to pay for his car that he parked in front. So I quickly rushed into my building, closed the door after me, and I got into the elevator, or attempted to get to the elevator. Then from where I was, I could still see the outside. So there were some other people coming in. I see him running into the building too. And you know, with all these apartment buildings, sometimes they would think the person lives there, or he might be staying in my building, but I had never seen him before, so I'll not give him the benefit of doubt. You got me. So that's how he run into my building. We get on the elevator. I quickly press my floor. I'm really like agitated at this point. Like, at this point I was like, if this guy just touched me, I'm literally gonna be fighting, flinging things. I was really like, I'm gonna take my backpack, I'm gonna be like so many things. I'm like, first off, I will like target his private area, because I have like this high boots I had. I'm gonna hit him hard there. You know, when you're actually in a battle and you're thinking about how to become Jet Li basically in 3 seconds, thinking about some self-defense and everything. So I live on the topmost floor. He put some numbers in, so everybody had left the elevator. It was just the both of us. I'm like, what are the odds that it's just the both of us? He's still at the corner. He's like licking, still like holding his genital, and I'm just like, yo, like, what's going on? So at this point, he gets down of the elevator. He gets down of the elevator 3 floors before mine, and he starts to run. So at this point, I'm like, is he trying to use the staircase to get to my floor, to know the building or the room I stay in? So basically, when I came out of my own floor, I started to run too because I live at the very end. So I began to run because I'm like, if he was to open the staircase door, it might be the one right beside my apartment, and I didn't want him to know where I stayed. So yeah, so when I got home, I really thought about it, and I was just like, this is not me making up situation. Even though he didn't directly say to me what he wanted to do, his actions were pretty clear, including his questions. So I took the step to report him to the provider of the service, and initially they didn't really give me a direct response. I think I would have expected more from them. Instead, I was asked, oh, if I want to be unpaired with the driver, and I was like, is that all? That this is a proper situation I went through. This could happen to anybody, so I was expecting it. So a few days later, I think maybe 2 days later or so, I got an email, and it was usually like their CEO of something harassment or customer service. I was like, we're going to investigate further, we're going to be, because I was at first I was like, oh, because this guy is my countryman, let me keep it to myself. But when you think about it, I felt like why he had the audacity to do that to me was because he felt, oh, we're brothers, we're sisters, so because of that most likely, because if he's saying he's struggling to help his family, why would you go about doing all of this when this could literally stop your progress of being a citizen if you're not? Like, what was he expecting? Anyways, that's the end of the video. Mind you, I wasn't wearing anything revealing. I literally had like a hoodie on, winter jacket, a glove, hand glove. My feet were covered. I was proper covered, so it was not about me stimulating or anything. I didn't have makeup on, so I would not say like he was just a messed up person. So yeah, that's exactly what happened. I just wish everybody stay safe. I feel like I've learned my lesson, and now I'm literally watching YouTube videos on how to disable a car because of that entire story that happened with that girl. If you had a similar experience like this, kindly leave it in the comments, and please don't forget to subscribe, like, follow me on my social media handles. Guys, don't click out of this video if you've not watched the 2 videos showing up here. So yes guys, those are my experience, and it's just a weird situation, and I don't wish that for anybody. See you guys in my other videos, and bye.